Yo, this is your dude Oda coming to you with part 17 of the crochet basics, and this one's a little bit intermediate, so let's get started. So we're going to be working on some fanned edges today. So we're going to do a foundation chain of 15 plus 1, so that's 16 chains we're going to be doing. So we're going to work these chains, and then I will see you at the end. Okay, great. So we're going to do a row of double crochets. So we're just going to skip the first chain and go into the second chain and do a double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet all the way along the foundation chain. So this will help us start with the fanned edge pattern that we're going to be doing today. So bear with me. This is a brand new hook that I'm using, so it's a little bit uncooperative right now, but we'll get there. We will get there. All right, so I'm just going along and doing double crochets along this row, and we're going to finish up all the way to the end. Okay? All right, so great. See you at the end. Now, since I'm at the end, I'm going to put my last double crochet into the final chain. Okay, so I'm finishing off the last double crochet for the first row for the foundation, so we can go into the stitch. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just remember the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. It counts as your first double crochet. Just remember that, okay? Great. So now we're going to look at the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and place double crochets into those 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, great. Now we're getting into the fancy part. This gets a little difficult, but stay with me. Now we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now this is the tricky part. We're going to turn our work around and put a slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made, that chain 3. Okay, so we put the slip stitch in. Great. You following along? Great. Now we're going to chain 1, okay, and flip it back around, and it'll create a hole right there. And we're going to be working into that hole. Okay, so great. All right, in the hole that you created, you're going to do 7 double crochets into that ring. 7. 1, 2. Okay, 3. Oh, 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I need to go back to my old reliables. Okay, so we have 7 double crochets within that ring right there that we created. So good. You did it. So since we're going to continue, we're going to look at the next 4 stitches and place 1 double crochet into each stitch. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to place a double crochet into each stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great. You're doing great. Okay, so now we're going to continue. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, turn your work, go to that first double crochet that you made, the first one, and place a slip stitch inside of that double crochet and chain 1. And then turn your work around, and I'll make a new ring. Okay, so I would suggest you write down the steps. It's pretty complicated, but it's not bad. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to be working 7 double crochets into that ring. And yes, it may be a little bit tricky, but if you go back and look at the video, it's not that complicated. I have all faith in every single one of you. Thank you so much for everyone who's been following along thus far with all my crazy videos. I know I'm working on it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm finishing up these last few stitches in here to finish off the second fan. And then I will move on to the next one. So the sequence is as follows. You want to look for the next 4 chains, add a double crochet into the next 4 chains. Then you're going to chain 4, go back to the first double crochet and put a slip stitch, chain 1, and then you're going to make 7 double crochets into the ring. And that's how you do a fanned edge. It's pretty simple for finishing up your projects. Very, very stylish. So you know what to do. Follow for more.